Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. So the last update about unfortunate love. Balwinder and Lakshmi's wedding ritual begins even though Balwinder arrives at the wedding function drunk with his friend. Let's continue. Balwinder is holding Lakshmi's hand and taking her to dance. Rano says she is a bride, she cannot dance. Balwinder says then your daughter will dance. Neha eyes behind Rano. Balwinder says let Lakshmi dance and asks his friend to play music. Balwinder dances holding Lakshmi's hand while his friend also dances around them. Lakshmi cries and she recalls her moment with her father. Shalu and Bani cry saying everything. Shalu switch off the recorder. Balwinder shouts that who switch off the song. Gurucharan looks at Rano and Pritam and he goes to Lakshmi. Lakshmi cries. Gurucharan asks Rano that what is she doing with Lakshmi's life by getting her married to Balwinder. Rano says this is a modern times and bride dances in the marriage. Bani prays to God to stop the marriage. Rishi tells Ayush that his flight is cancelled and he is going back home. Ayush says I have told you and he asks him to come to the hotel first. Rishi says I would inform mom and he calls Neelam. Neelam comes to the dining table to have dinner with her husband Mr. Oberoi. Neelam picks Rishi's call and asks him not to make a video call while driving. Rishi stops the car and says sorry. Rishi tells Neelam that his flight is cancelled. Neelam asks him to come home and says I told you that I am not feeling well. She tells Mr. Oberoi that they should wait till Rishi comes. Rano takes Lakshmi to the wedding altar and asks her to make Balwinder wear the garland. Lakshmi recalls her father's last words that she should marry else he will not get peace. Lakshmi makes Balwinder wear the garland. Rano then asks Balwinder to make Lakshmi wear the garland. Balwinder is about to make Lakshmi wear the wedding garland, but it gets turns and it falls. He asks Rano to bring another garland. Gurucharan says this is inauspicious. Rishi comes to the hotel and asks the receptionist to call Mukesh. Mukesh thinks that Rishi was about to go to France, so what is he doing here? Rishi says I got a call from the operator and he asks why the ballroom repair work is shifted till tomorrow. Rishi says that something is going on today and says that the work should have started today. He asks what is going on there. He says he will check himself and he finds a guy drinking there. Rishi asks that who is the guy. The guy asks if the hotel belongs to Rishi's father and he spits the alcohol there and Rishi is shocked. Another guy comes there drunk and he spits the wine and then throws it on the floor. Rishi says I will find out what is going on there. The manager gets tensed. Rano tells the priest that she got another garland. Balwinder asks the bartender to give him the wine. The bartender refuses and says it is very costly. The guy throws the wine on the way and says today is my brother's marriage and I will throw all the wine. Balwinder tells the bartender that he is not afraid of the Oberois and says that he will tell him that he has drunk. He says both Rishi and his father are thieves and says that he is Balwinder and he steals from them. Balwinder says that he takes much money from the Oberois as their driver and he put fake part in the car. Balwinder's friend says that he is going to spit alcohol. Balwinder asks him to spit it here. Mukesh comes there and says sorry sir. Rishi says I will talk to you later. Rishi asks Balwinder if he knows what his relatives are doing and says that he and his dad work hard to make this business and he asks how dare he to do this. Balwinder says that the ballroom was empty so he thought to marry there. Rishi tells Balwinder that he wanted to marry here and says how do you think that you'll marry here after doing all this mess? He turns and sees Lakshmi. He recalls their meetings and he gets shocked seeing her. Rishi looks at Balwinder and he goes to Lakshmi. He says you are the one who was locked in my office and he asks if she is marrying Balwinder. There is a fire outbreak. Rishi asks what is this drama Balwinder? He sees fire all around his hotel due to the short circuit and the thrown liquor. Rishi says my hotel has caught fire too. He asks Sunil to set off the fire. Sunil sees the fire all over the place and tells Rishi. Rishi asks everyone to get out from the building. He asks Lakshmi to go and he runs back and asks, should I tell you separately? Shalu and Bani runs holding Lakshmi. Lakshmi's necklace falls down while running out. Neha tells Rano that Rishi did not see her once and says that she will show herself to him. Rano asks Neha to save her life first. Rishi knocks on all the rooms and he takes out the guests from the rooms. He gets in a room and asks if anyone is there. He gets locked in the room due to the fire security. He breaks the glass and tries to open the door. He coughs and he tries to jump off from the window. Lakshmi realized that she has lost her mother's necklace inside. She runs inside. The staff member asks someone to inform Mr. Oberoi about the fire in the hotel and also about Rishi. Rishi shouts for help. Lakshmi hears him and knocks on the door. Rishi faints. Lakshmi tries to open the door. She shouts for help and she tries to open the door. She thinks of her father's motivational words and takes out a rod to break the door. She gets inside and she coughs. She sees Rishi unconscious and she asks him to get up. A song plays in the background. Lakshmi takes out the bed sheet from the bed and she keeps Rishi on it. She then tries to drag him out holding the bed sheet. She sees that the fire is catching up his feet and she tries to set it off. She then takes out her veil and she tries to set the fire off. Rishi opens his eyes a bit and sees Lakshmi trying to set off the fire on his feet. Lakshmi is setting off the fire that is on Rishi's feet. The hotel employees comes there with the manager. The manager asks Lakshmi to go out. They take Rishi from there. Mr. Oberoi gets the news about the fire in the hotel. He tells Neelam. Neelam asks about Rishi worriedly. They leave for the hotel. Lakshmi thinks that she should go inside to get her mother's necklace. Finally, Lakshmi gets her mother's necklace and she goes out. The police and the fire brigade comes there. The doctor comes there and checks Rishi. Lakshmi comes out and her sisters ask where she was. She goes to Rishi and asks the staff member if he is fine. The staff member thanks Lakshmi for saving Rishi's life and says if you had not saved him, then we don't know what would have happened. Ranu asks if Lakshmi will stay here and she takes her from there. Lakshmi's dupatta falls on Rishi's face while she is leaving. Ayush comes there and asks if Rishi is fine. He asks the staff member to take him inside. Ranu gets upset with Lakshmi and says that she tried to get her married, but fire was lighted. She says she doesn't know what is written in her destiny and says Balwinder is not picking the call. She tells Lakshmi that her destiny is like a dog tail. Guru Charan asks Ranu not to curse Lakshmi. Lakshmi says we would have died today, like her parent died that day. She says one marriage stopped in the village and today this marriage. Neelam and Mr. Oberoi reach the hotel. The doctor tells them that Mr. Khanna saved Rishi, else we don't know what would have happened to him. Mr. Oberoi thanks Mr. Khanna for saving Rishi. Mr. Khanna says I did not do anything and I got there late. He says Rishi was locked in the room and a girl called Lakshmi saved him. She had broken the automated glass door and she got inside without thinking about her life and she saved Rishi. Mr. Oberoi says Lakshmi. Ranu gets angry because Guru Charan left and he also took the money with him. Pritam tells Ranu that they will get the money back when Lakshmi gets married. Balwinder comes there and says that the police is behind him and Mr. Oberoi has filed a case against him for the millions of loss in the fire accident. Balwinder comes inside and asks Lakshmi why did she save Rishi. He asks why did she become Shakit man and saved him and says that Lakshmi is so inauspicious and says that the first time that she tried to get married, her parent died and now the hotel caught fire. Balwinder says that Lakshmi's fate has dosh and whoever marries her would die. Pritam, that is Ranu's husband, says that there's no problem in Lakshmi's fate and says we got her horoscope made from the village superior priest and says that her home is so strong and that is why she is called Lakshmi. Balwinder asks Pritam that if Lakshmi is not a bad luck, then how did the fire break out? He says he has to bear the loss now. He says this horoscope is fake and he throws it outside the house. Ranu and Pritam try to stop him. Balwinder asks Lakshmi if she wouldn't have told Rishi that she is his wife when he was scolding him. Ranu tells Balwinder that he cannot break the marriage and he should marry Lakshmi. Balwinder says he came to take Lakshmi home and says that he will take the rounds at home and he will beat her. They try to stop Balwinder and Balwinder hears the police sound. Balwinder says that he will try to get Lakshmi back and if they get her married, then he would hang them. Ranu says how dare he to threaten me and says if Lakshmi doesn't marry, then what would happen to us? Pritam asks Neha to bring Lakshmi's horoscope from the floor. Mr. Oberoi asks if they are talking about this horoscope and says he found it on the way. He says he is Verenda Oberoi, the owner of the hotel called Radiant. Ranu says did you bring the police? But Mr. Oberoi says that he came to meet Lakshmi and everyone is shocked. Lakshmi is crying. Shalu and Bani ask Lakshmi not to cry. They ask her about her burnt hand. Lakshmi tells them that her hand got burnt while saving Rishi. They tease Lakshmi to cheer her up. Lakshmi smiles. Rishi gets flashes of Lakshmi saving him and setting off the fire from his legs. He wakes up and he realizes that Lakshmi saved him and she also set off the fire. Rano asks Mr. O'Brien if he wants to send Lakshmi to jail. Mr. O'Brien says no and tells them that he came to thank Lakshmi for saving his son's life. Mr. O'Brien says that he brought a gift for Lakshmi and he shows them the gold idol. Rano gets surprised and asks if it is made of gold. Mr. O'Brien says yes. He asks, "Can I meet Lakshmi?" Pritam says Lakshmi is in the room and he takes him to Lakshmi's room. Rano tells Neha that the O'Briens must be fools for giving Lakshmi such an expensive gold idol. Neha tells Rano that Mr. O'Brien has many properties and she tells Rano about the O'Briens. Rano thinks that they got the gold idol for free and she thinks to sell it and make some money. Okay guys, I was so stubborn to push out this update because I've already edited it and it was just remaining voiceover before they did it on TV. And since they did it on TV, I didn't want my editing wahala to be in vain. So that is why I push it out like this. So the next update you will see would probably be an upcoming episode. Please stay tuned. Thanks for watching.